this woman deceived us all. How many doctors have been deceived by her? We were scared to this. We were afraid that she dies in our hands. Me and my nurses were very worried. That's why we sent her to you, Donald. I said, I have to tell her. She said, no, she will be mad at you. Just send her to me and I will explain to protect you. I said, well, I'm an old boy. Don't worry, that's wrong. I can handle it. So I told that lady, I have very good news for you. But you don't have food allergies. Well, do you think I'm crazy? I said, I did not say that. I didn't. I just told you that. You don't have food allergies. I assure you that. But I'm going to be after it. There is something called vocal cord dysfunction. You might have that problem. He doesn't have it. So I told her, instead of delaying you here, you go back to your city and the allergist there will ask an otolaryngologist to look at your vocal cords and we'll see. And she went to there and she went to the vocal cord. Normal, nothing. So our allergist touched on, we need some psychiatric help. She is not pleased at all. At all. Evaluation was recommended, but she refused. What did she have? She has a real disease, which is called Munchausen's stridor. These people, we as non-psychiatrists, we don't understand the depth of the self. We deal with the flesh. And Professor Tandem deals with the brain itself. But the psyche of the people, it is hard for us. We like to feel and see by ourselves. You cannot see the psyche. That's why don't be surprised when people commit suicide and people kill their parents or kill their children or their spouse. It's just something happened there. So here this is, and the psychiatrist could help her, but you cannot help a person against their will. So this is a purposeful self-induced stridor. Psychogenic reaction can strongly mimic anaphylaxis and often be erroneously attributed to food allergy. Scientifically sound and innovative methods may be required for evaluation by a specialist. And displeasure from the patient, by the patient, is common when food allergy is ruled out and psychiatric evaluation is recommended. So, in conclusion, you have to know that the book is written according to the patient. And the patient does not get sick according to the book. We are always thinking, if the patient doesn't fit with the book, the patient is wrong. No, the book is wrong. That's why the book is enlarged by good clinicians who listen and record accurately data, and if they need the lab, they objectively document it. Thank you very much.
Also request Professor S.N. Gaur to present a memento to our guest, Professor J.S. Guleria, as a token of our gratitude. Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Sami Banga to distribute the certificates of the workshop to the delegates. And for this, may I call on stage Professor Rajkumar, Head, Respiratory Allergies and Applied Immunology, BP Chest Institute.
I'm truly overwhelmed with the honor that I got. expect any financial award, and it will give me a great, great pleasure that this amount, whatever it is, be used for research, for allergy and asthma and immunology in the VP Chest Institute. It's a pleasure for me.
Thank you, and Department of Respiratory Allergy and Applied Immunology is honored by this kind gesture. Patel Chase is honored. Thank you so much, and we will use this for the research purpose. Thank you so much, sir. Now, we had conducted this workshop, sir, from 2nd to 6th of April, and all the participants were attending the workshop. In the morning hour, we have the hands-on training, and in the afternoon, it was a lecture programs, and attendance was mandatory. Means everybody has attended each and every lecture. We had made mandatory, and we had got the attendance for the morning and evening. That was mandatory, and everybody has completed, and that's why we are giving the certificates. I call upon all the participants. I will call the names, and I request Professor Bana to distribute the certificates.
Congratulations.
Doctor. Dr. Alka Garg. Dr. Guru Prakash. Dr. Deepak Nagar. Dr. Deepankar Shahu. Dr. Kaji. Sir, to tell Professor Tandon, sir, to tell, sir, in this workshop we had the participants from Bangladesh. There were 3 participants from Bangladesh, sir. Dr. Mahesh Rathod. Dr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. Dr. Abu. Dr. Rafiqul Islam.
Yes. Also from Bangladesh.
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Muhammad Shuaib.
Over. They have their own. Thank you.
Dr. Narendra Kumar. Dr. Pooja Gupta.
Yes.
Dr. Rajat. Bhaskar.
Thank you.
Dr. Rishi Kumar.
Yes.
Dr. Sandeep Chaudhary. Dr. Sanjay Kumar. Dr. Tarun Bhatnagar. Dr. Vishwas. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Professor Tandon, Professor Guleria, Professor Gaur, our most valued invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege and pleasant duty to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion of the 14th Professor Raman Vishwanathan VPCI Oration. I, on behalf of the Vallabhbhai Patel Chess Institute and on my own behalf, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all speakers for gracing the occasion and sharing with us their thoughts and vision. A big thanks to Professor Bana sir for accepting our invitation for this oration. In the workshop yesterday, when we were having a lunch together in a group with Professor Bana, we were discussing several different issues, scientific, social, political issues relevant to India and US. And I found him very informal, down to earth, a very pleasant person, humble, with a great sense of humor. So that heightened my expectations about today's oration, and he has obliged. I'm sure all of you have enjoyed his presentation. He has given a timely call to all doctors to rediscover themselves rather than be slaves to technology. His talk was truly thought-provoking and inspirational. He has been here before. He has had plenty of interaction with the Institute earlier, and we look forward to having him here with us again and continue to interact with him. I am thankful to Professor Guleria sir for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest for today's function and for your words of wisdom. I place on record our deep sense of appreciation for Professor Tandon, Chairman, Governing Body of the Institute, for his constant guidance and inspiration that he has been providing to us. We are grateful that he could spare some time to be with us this afternoon and preside over the function. Listening to him is always a pleasure. He's very spontaneous, and we have enjoyed the way he related his anecdotes. We are honored by your gracious presence, sir. The Institute has made a new beginning under Professor S.N. Gaur. His leadership and guidance has ensured that the Institute continues its march towards its goal with unrelenting vigor. I thank him for the enormous support and advice in the organization of this event. I take this opportunity to thank all our invited guests, including Dr. Kanuga, Professor Jain, Professor Randhawa, and others who have graced this occasion. I thank my faculty colleagues, staff, and students of the Institute for their role in organizing this event and their participation here. An event like this requires meticulous planning. We have been fortunate to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues in the administration of the Institute who have put in their best in organizing today's oration. My sincere apologies to all those whom I may not have formally named, but that in no way lessens their contribution. I am thankful to them for their efforts and cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that today's oration was a very pleasant experience, and we are grateful to all those who made this possible. Thank you very much.
Now, before we say our goodbyes for the day, I invite everyone here for a short refreshment in the basement of this hall.